Hey guys, it's M16. I'm back. Today I'm going to be playing an unorthodox version of the T-44 because I'm going to be playing the T-44 with the 122mm heavy tank gun, similar to the gun that you see on the IS, KV-1S, and IS-6, instead of the 100mm medium tank gun that every sane person uses on the T-44. Before I go any farther though, I do want to say that this is a Patreon sponsored post, so it will not be available to my YouTube subscribers until I post the next video, which will be tomorrow, which will in turn not be available for a couple of days, because I gotta give my patrons a little treat. It will all still be completely free for everybody, but my patrons, because they support me, will be able to have first dibs and see it first. Now, before I do anything else, let me just say that the 122 on the T-44 is a bad idea. The gun is infamous for having bad aim time and bad accuracy, and it just seems to be multiplied like by to it's so bad. It's really, the gun handling on this tank is so atrocious. You'll see a very good example of this later, and keep in mind this is all with an enhanced gun laying drive and vertical stabilizers on, so it's just horrendously bad. And I'm posting 3 matches that I did well in, and by that I mean I did over 2,000 damage. I only saved the games I did over 2,000 damage in because I could not get a 3,000 damage game. I couldn't put myself through the torture of trying to play this tank, because you got 3.02 rounds per minute with no equipment. With equipment, you probably got like 3.2 rounds a minute, but that's still like a 19-second reload. So that's the KV2, FE215B 183. That's that like length of reload. It takes just as long to reload the 183 as it does the T-44 with the 122mm gun. It's completely ridiculous. It's not a good idea. So use the top 100mm if you're grinding the T-44, because that's definitely what you should do. But because my team was able to hold their own and the enemies could not push forward without getting shot in the side, I was able to pull back, reload, drive forward, fire with safety, relative safety. So I didn't really have to worry about anything until that Chi-Ri came in. And even when that Chi-Ri came in, he was still able to put like 2 shots into me when I was 15 seconds into my reload before I was reloaded, and I was able to fire back and defend myself. In all fairness though, if I had the 100mm, you would have gotten all 3 shots in because of the alpha damage difference between the guns. But still, not a good idea to use the 122. Here are the post-battle results. I spotted a couple of enemies, I killed one, and I damaged 5 of them. So that's not atrocious. I had a good game. This is one of 4 good games I had out of like 10 games I played with this. It was really bad. This is the game on Mirage, obviously, but this is the game that you guys are going to see just how horrendously bad gun handling is on this tank. When you're driving and you try and stop and aim, the bloom is massive, even with all the best equipment on it for gun handling specifically. It's just so bad. I do not recommend this to anybody. When I would see T-44 drivers using the 122mm gun, I equated them to the people that fire HE because they do more damage. And it says that it does more damage than the other tanks, so they always fire HE. And after playing the T-44 with the 122mm gun, I can confirm that that is almost 100% likely the same 9, I thought, because the 122 millimeter is actually a tier 8 gun, and the 100 millimeter is a tier 7 gun. So I'm like, oh, tier 8, tier 7, sorry, tier, it's got to be better, and it's got more damage. But look at that bloom. Holy crap. Look how long I have to aim, and then I miss. I aimed for like 3.5 seconds with the 3.4 second aim time, and I missed. What the hell is that? Well, anyways, yeah, it's gun handling's atrocious, but I just don't drive the T-44 with the 122. That's all. If you don't get anything out of this, get that. Just don't do it. Don't. Okay. T-43. I've still got like 5 seconds left on my reload. IS, he's scooting across, and I barely get the shot into him before he got into cover. And then the SU-122 44 finished him off. That thing's got like twice as many rounds a minute as me. It's ridiculous. The SU-152 with the top 122 millimeter gun has over 7 rounds a minute with the 122. This has less than half of that, and it's a tier higher. But because it's a medium tank and this is a heavy tank's gun, it's just bad. It's bad. You don't want to do this to yourself. Anyways, just a Jagdpanther and a T-32 left. You know, I'm going after this Jagdpanther. He's turning to fight me. I'm trying to angle a little bit, and I try to jink back and forth, but it didn't work. So, drive by, shove the barrel into his side so I can't possibly miss. Never gonna reload in time, so I'm just gonna drive over here, go after this T-32, and because I'm behind him, and it's a weak American booty, I'm going to shoot HE, but I'm gonna make sure that I did in fact penetrate him, and I did because I think I did like 460 damage to him, which is a low roll, damn it. With HE, this thing has like an average of 500, and I rolled like 460 or 456 or something like that. It's completely ridiculous. Come on, RNG. Anyway, battle's over. We won 7-2, 3. I can't see. It's a really tiny screen. You guys should see my editing software or my editing app. It's really bad because like 2/3 of my iPhone SE is like the timeline, and then like a quarter of it is like the actual like picture of what I can see, and then like there's like the top banners and stuff. It's really bad. It's really tiny. My eyesight's not that good, but I think we won 7-3. I'm not sure, and I wasn't looking at the team list when I was on there, so I can't confirm it. Oh well. Anyways, obviously we're on Canal for this next match, and we're gonna see some Super Unicum driving skills. By that, I'm gonna crash into a lot of buildings when I'm trying to drive past them. But you'll see me be very, very lucky a couple of times, and yeah, I should not have gotten away with anything I did here at all, but I did. So screw it. I'm posting it to YouTube. Obviously going to the southeast corner of the map where you're supposed to go, because that's what you do on Canal. Don't know why I was talking like that. Didn't quite get there in time. Trying to shoot the Indian Panzer, and it went wide and left. Woo! Yay! Bounced a shot off of my rear from, I assume, the E75. Bounced an Indian Panzer shot off of my engine deck. Not my side, that was my engine deck. So 2 lucky bounces there. Ended up killing the Type 59. Going after this T-54 because he is a very, very dangerous tank. That Pershing's in the freaking Pershing's using the 105. That Pershing, that tier 8 medium tank, is using the same gun you get on, drumroll please, the M4. The tier 5 medium tank. I guarantee it he's using that because it's got higher alpha damage. I promise you. I promise you. There's no other reason he would be using that gun. None. He has a 90mm from the T20. Zero reason to be using that gun. Anyways, no chance I'm going to reload to shoot the IS-6 and get back to reset in time. So I'm going over there. I know that there's an E-75 and a T-54 back there, but I can't wait to. I ate a shell. My tracks ate a shell from the E-75. And then I got pinned by the T-54, but that's not that bad. And then here's my super unicum driving skills. Bump into the corner. Bounce another one from the E-75, so I should be just about dead by now. And M103 ended up getting into the cap circle, so there's no way that the Yak Tiger is going to cap. I'm thinking that M103 is going to reset it, but it doesn't look like he's going to. So I'm going to go around and farm some base defense points from the rear slash side of a Yak Tiger 88. I ended up spotting the Yak Panther 2, and he's got the big old gun. And so I don't want to get shot by him, so I'm just going to let that M103 deal with the Yak Tiger. Oop, nope, got him. He backed up. And I can put another shot into him, and then someone finishes him off. The Yak Panther 2 dropped down. I'm going to go over this hill, and I'm going to use my super unicum evading skills to drive down this hill and then get back into cover, and then it didn't work. But at least I'm reloaded, and I can shoot him in the side and track him, and I can't get away if he just has to shoot again, but he's not because he's trying to back up, and my platoon mate goes in and saves my life pretty much. Thank you, sir. Anyways, battle's over. We won. Again, we shouldn't have. I did just under 2200 damage, which is pretty good for having the worst gun on the tank that you can use. It's bad. You guys don't want to do this to yourself. Anyways, going through the efficiency, I spotted quite a few tanks, ended up getting a scout medal. I damaged a few tanks also. I did not kill anybody, but I got some assistance damage along with the spots that I did. So I did alright on XP. And yep, here's some ace tankers that I got. And this is M16's World of Tank Splits replays. I hope you enjoyed my video, and as always, have a nice day.